The current state of HR systems in government really runs the gamut. There's some agencies that have enterprise applications and are really able to take advantage of, close to the latest technologies and enterprise views of their HR. But really many of the agencies are running on legacy applications. They may have been actually developed internally and maybe a little bit of best in breed in there, but they end up being really inefficient. And then when you look at the older technologies in particular, the cost of the continued operation and maintenance can really take a lot of the dollars away from the things that the HR mission really needs to accomplish. The importance of modernizing these systems at this time is really around demographics. When you look at the demographics of the federal workforce, 25% of the workforce is eligible and planning to retire in the next 5 years, 10% of the workforce in the next year. So agencies really need to be thinking, they're already having to do more with less. How can, along with the challenges they have demographically, take advantage of modernized applications, of things that will be automated, so that low-value work is then taken over by the system and those employees can do the more high-value added work that will really help drive the agency's mission. Implementing, maintaining state-of-the-art systems, implementing innovative technologies requires a whole new set of human resource skills, capabilities that the government doesn't always have. The keys for government to be able to recruit and retain workers, I think, come in two forms. The first form is in pay. And it's not that government already doesn't have the flexibilities. There are a lot of flexibilities. They're just not employed by agencies effectively. So they're really underutilized. When you think about things like being able to pay back student loans, recruiting bonuses, retention bonuses, these are all available tools that the government really underutilizes. The second factor is recruiting and sourcing talent. Particularly in the current economy where we have 4% unemployment and a real war on talent, particularly for the types of resources that the government needs. And for cybersecurity is really a good example of that, being able to recruit top talent there. And so the government has to start thinking more like and acting more like the private sector and using sourcing tools and the tools at its disposal and really making those part of its core mission to recruit the right talent. To recruit and retain the type of people that the government's going to need over the next decade, there's three things that I think they can do. One is to find the talent and really be proactive about it. If you look at agencies like U.S. Digital Service or 18F and what they've done to go and find the talent and really sell them on the challenges, the trailblazing activities that you can do in government to help attract and retain folks from the private sector, the top talent off of universities. Great examples and lessons learned there. The second thing to keep in mind is the changes in the way people are working. The millennial workforce has said that they're going to be changing jobs 4 times in the first 10 years of their career. They want different challenges. And so the government needs to be able to offer those types of things. And they can. They have the authorities through direct hire, through term appointments, to bring in that type of talent for a period to help them deliver on the initiatives that are really going to make an impact. And then lastly is that focus on brand and mission. 90% of federal employees say the work that they do is important. And that's a big selling point. The impact that you can make on the student, on the warfighter, on the veteran, these are selling points for government to really attract and retain the best talent. For the past 25 years, Grant Thornton has been helping agencies modernize and transform, and we're prepared and excited to help agencies through this next period of digital disruption.